tonight. Truly explosive allegations in an I-Team exclusive interview.
They're coming from police officers who are part of what's being called the NYPD 12 cops who filed a class action lawsuit in federal court. They claim the NYPD is breaking the law by pressuring officers to meet quotas for arrests and summonses and punishing those who don't do it. Several of those officers sat down in our WNBC studios to talk with investigative reporter Sarah Wallace, and she joins us now. Sarah?
Well, Chuck and Sabila, the police commissioner declined to be interviewed for this story, citing the officer's lawsuit. But he has repeatedly maintained that numerical quotas do not exist. A department spokesman said members are expected to do their jobs and that just like any other organization, there are performance standards through which employees are evaluated.
On the streets in certain New York City neighborhoods, ask about police quotas for arrests and summonses, and this is what you often hear.
There's a quota system. There always has been, and there always will be until someone changes it.
Y'all see that? That's what they targeted.
Ted, take a seat right here, guys. The front row is set.
These NYPD officers, all currently on the job, say it's true. They've all worked the streets, the subways, and patrolled housing developments.
The department says there are no quotas.
Well, I could tell you, I'm a police officer. There are quotas in the NYPD.
Are they lying?
Absolutely. It's illegal for them to admit it.
They come from different precincts, largely minority neighborhoods in Brooklyn or the Bronx, but their stories are remarkably similar.
They tell you this to your face. Black and Hispanics between 14 to 21. They must get stopped.
They're plaintiffs in a federal class action lawsuit that claims the NYPD is violating a 2010 state ban on quotas, speaking out together for the first time.
At the end of the month, these officers, whoever don't have that arrest or those few summonses, they're pressured to find something. You might not see nothing. You're supposed to be visible. You might not see anything, but you go hunting, like bounty hunting for an arrest, locking up some old guy, some homeless guy, finding somebody who's riding their bicycle on the sidewalk, who's spitting, and you bring him in.
The problem is when you go hunting, when you put any type of numbers on a police officer to perform, we are going to go to the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable?
Of course. We're going to go to LGBT community. We're going to go to the black community. We're going to go to those people that have no vote, that have no power. If we start doing what we're doing in Midtown Manhattan, a phone call to the mayor's office is going to be made. That's going to be the end of it.
We're the predators, they're the prey. The worst thing you can have is a police officer that needs an arrest for the month.
So you're all minorities. How does that make you feel?
It's horrible.
This is something coming from the top that trickles its way down, and this is why we're all here today.
We first interviewed Officer Edwin Raymond last month. He says he's been recording conversations with NYPD officials for the past 2 years in an effort to prove alleged quotas and retaliation against cops who don't rack up numbers.
They're breaking the law.
Raymond's claims elicited this expletive from the police commissioner.
Bullshit is my response to that.
Peace, people. Firstly, what I want to say is that for far too long, blacks and Hispanics have been saying that the police are out to get us. They're out to harass us. They're violating our constitutional rights as a people to walk amongst this earth without being disturbed. You know what I'm saying? And targeted. So, with that being said, what will the people that have constantly been telling black folks that we are lying about situations like this, we are lying that police officers are harassing us and violating our constitutional rights, what will you people say now? Now, after these 12 police officers who came out and put their career on the line, now what will you say, white man? Not all white people, but what will you say, white people, and any people that have been saying that blacks and Hispanics have been lying all this time? What will you say now? Huh? Anytime when police officers do a black man dirty, right, and there's not a lot of evidence and there's not a lot of footage to go off of, the court and the prosecutors and the majority of the people, they take the police officer's word as the truth. You know what I'm saying? As the primary source of truth. Because police officers never lie, right? So now, will you say the same thing about these officers? Are they lying? They're not in court. They don't have a lawsuit against them. They're doing it for the people. And notice how every single police officer sitting at that news station is black, Hispanic, Dominican. Not one white man is sitting there. Not one white man is sitting there. You white people should be ashamed of yourself. You white people should really be ashamed of yourself. At least the white people that sworn to protect and serve the people. Because how is it that the majority of police officers are white and they go inside these communities to meet a freaking quota? You would choke out Eric Garner. You would do these black men and women like you do them just to make a quota. But when it's time to speak up, you don't even stand with the few police officers that are speaking out. You white police officers should be ashamed of yourself. Police, American police wasn't even created by black people. It was used against black people. Just how it's being used today, like these police officers came out and said. So now when black people get into the police position in America, now they are the ones that carry the weight on their shoulder to fix the American problem. Now it's on their shoulders to fix the mistakes and the corruption that exists amongst the American people. What kind of sick place is this? What, you thought that you was gonna tell black people and Hispanic police officers to violate their own people in their own communities? Is you crazy? But white people, right, not all, but a good majority of y'all have no problem, y'all have no issues coming in our community that's already fucked up, and then you fucking it up even more with your damn fucking quotas. Go to Manhattan, go to white neighborhoods and meet your quotas. Don't go in my people's community and attack the homeless people, target the people riding their bikes on the sidewalk. What's wrong with you? Who you serving and protecting? Your commissioners? But I thought you was serving and protecting the people. So if you're serving and protecting the people, you should be standing with these brothers. It's crazy if you think about it. Every time you see a group of police officers, they are white. Most likely going to be white. So the very few black people and Hispanic people that exist amongst these police officers are the only people speaking out. That should tell you that we black people, we have a righteousness within our own blood, within our own culture. We have a righteousness. You know what I'm saying? This is really disgusting. This is really disgusting. What will you people out there that say blacks are just lying and making this up, what will you say now? Would you go against these police officers' word? Why the hell would they lie? They're putting their own careers on the line. They're putting their careers on the line. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing you want to do is be an enemy to a police department. That's the last thing you want to do. So are you telling me that these brothers are lying? Nah, I think you're lying. I think for all the white people out there that say that there's no racism, there's no corruption, I think you're the one lying. You should be ashamed of yourself to even call yourself an American, So some of you white folks stand proud. I'm an American. Go back to your country. You ain't no freaking American. You're a devil. Not all white people. You know, I got some white people that I respect, you know. John Brown. But some of you white people that say, I'm an American and we fight for free. You ain't fighting for no damn freedom. The real wars of America is in the streets of the inner city. And it's not no damn Muslim or Arab. It's these damn police officers, yo. And I keep it real here. Some people don't like me speaking on black crime. If I see an injustice, I'm gonna speak on it. I don't care who it offends, who it affects, cause the truth will set you free. However, some people don't accept the truth. Some people, they deny the truth, so they will always be trapped in their mind, in their own mind, and not face the reality of things. So thank you guys for watching, and if you made it this far, thank you for listening to what I had to say. And we need to ride with these brothers, man. It takes a lot of heart, it takes a lot of courage to come out to speak on something like this on these police officers' behalf. It takes a lot of courage. So I want to thank them for their service. I want to thank them for serving and protecting the people, right? And I want to give a shout out to these police officers. So thank you for serving the American people and being freedom fighters, because that's what we need more of. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. And you know, I'm coming hard with the facts. I'm coming more and more and harder. So stay tuned, people.